Alright everybody, welcome back to Radio Reviews Revived. Today we're going to be reviewing the First Alert SFA1180, so let's get straight to it. Okay, the First Alert SFA1180. Let's take a good look at this thing. So the first thing you see when you look at one of these things is definitely the big power button right in the middle. The layout of this thing is pretty interesting. It's definitely different from a normal weather radio you would see. This thing is interesting. It stands up like this. Try not to let it fall. It's got interesting layout of buttons too. We got the no logo up here. Advisory watching warning lights up here on your screen. First Alert logo down there. Cool looking speaker. Flashlight is right here. It's got a flashlight on the side of it. Decently bright. The crank is right on the other side. So that's pretty cool. Coming over to the back of it is, just have it plugged in right now because it's a little bit dead. I forgot to charge it. But, over here is your ports. It's got a USB charger to charge your phone. Got a USB charger. You can charge, your devices, headphone jack, and the reset button. And this is where it's charged. This is where you can charge it with USB-C. Right here is, yes, this one that I actually have has a sticker on the back of it, which is pretty cool. It's open here. So this is rechargeable, obviously. So there's the rechargeable battery. It takes 3 AA batteries. But there's the compartment for the batteries and stuff. Antenna. Pretty cool. Mine's a little bit bent, but whatever. I can probably fix that. Over here, a solar panel on the top of it. So definitely the layout of this thing is pretty interesting. And also, the buttons on these things are pretty clicky. It's got rubber buttons. Very clicky buttons. Which is pretty cool. And a big power button. Which is awesome. Alright, that's the radio itself. Now for the siren of the First Alert SFA1180. Now, the siren on this thing is ridiculously loud. It's ear-piercing, and it's also got a very interesting siren. It also lamp tests when I test it, so let's listen to this. Yeah, it is extremely loud. I think the siren on this thing is really cool. The advisory siren sounds like some sort of UK fire alarm, which is honestly something you wouldn't see on a weather radio like this, which is pretty interesting. And that's a siren test. Now onto the reception of the First Alert SFA1180. The reception on this thing is, it's alright. Let's listen to it right now, actually.
Today's high temperature was 71 degrees. This high was 9 degrees below the normal high of 80. The record high is 89 degrees, which was set in 2024. Today's low temperature was 43 degrees. 0.81 below normal. The total precipitation for the year is still 37.98 inches, which is 8.08 inches below normal. Today, the maximum wind observed was 10 miles an hour from the northwest. The highest wind gust observed was 21 miles per hour from the west. The normal high temperature is 79 degrees. Normal 1.16 inches, which is 7.81 inches below normal.
So, that is the reception quality, so I would say it's alright. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's alright. So that's the reception quality of this thing. Okay, the speaker quality on the First Alert SFA1180. I would say that, let's listen to it right now actually.
Tonight is at 5:39 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:50 a.m. This is NOAA Weather Radio KHP32 Tampa Bay, the voice of the National Weather Service, broadcasting in...
It's not bad speaker quality. I would say it's alright. It's definitely better than some weather radios, that's for sure. So, speaker quality is pretty good. Now, the alert blocking on the First Alert SFA1180. So, when you're in the menu, you can scroll up once after pressing menu and press select. And the first thing that you'll see on this is the administrative message. You can enable and disable the alerts you want. Obviously, you can't disable high priority alerts.
Well, it's about time I correct F5 tornado gear on this, because you can disable tornado warning, civil danger warning, radiological hazard warning, emergency action notification, and just about every other high priority alert. So I have to say to First Alert, what the f***? Because this is 1, against the FCC rules, and 2, completely unsafe. What if some random old guy that doesn't know what he's doing goes in here and turns off emergency action notification, and all of a sudden there's no warning that there's about to be a nuclear attack?
Alright, now on to the AM and FM capabilities of the First Alert SFA1180. Now, to get to the AM and FM, obviously hit the big power button, as if you wanted to listen to the weather band.
After midnight.
To scroll through the channels, you press mode. You can also put this on alert standby by pressing mode as well. Now, first thing you find is the FM. That comes up first. To scroll through the channels, you press the left or right buttons. See if I can get 89.7. There we go. And then you press mode again to get to AM. See if I can get any other stations. Let's see if I can get a lot of time. You can hold this down and it will scroll for you. Not quite getting AM stations. Kind of picking up something like that. But yeah, not bad AM FM capabilities. Also, keep in mind that since it's plugged in, it's causing a little bit of reception problems. But yeah, so that is the AM FM capabilities of the SFA1180. Now moving on to my final thoughts of the First Alert SFA1180. Alright, my final thoughts on the First Alert SFA1180. Now, I would say this is a pretty decent radio. They're really hard to come by. The siren is really cool on this thing, and I love the button layout. This is it's really cool. Overall, it's a pretty good radio. If one's ever listed on eBay, I would recommend that you buy it as soon as possible, because other people are going to get it. Also, I forgot to mention that it is also second header, which is pretty cool. You don't see that often. But yeah, that'll be pretty much it. Thank you for watching Radio Reviews Revived, and we'll see you guys in the next one.